Good afternoon. We have light rain and snow showers moving in overnight with a low near 32 Sioux Falls, 26 in Aberdeen, 27 with a few flurries in Pierre, and 20 in Rapid City. The very light rain and snow showers will come to an end early tomorrow morning with a high near 39 Sioux Falls, 37 Aberdeen, 41 in Pierre, and 49 with sunshine in Rapid City. We'll take a closer look at the timing of those coming up. KELOLAND's First at 4 starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, KELOLAND News, First at 4.
A longtime daycare provider in Sioux Falls is closing. We have team coverage on the impact that it's going to have on families.
Plus, a Pennington County restaurant destroyed in a fire. New details from our Rapid City Bureau coming up.
And then later, SDSU is just one win away from the championship game. A live report ahead of tonight's FCS semifinal game. That's in the half hour. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Bridget Bennett. Local child care providers are stepping up to fill the void left by the closing of Apple Tree's 4 centers in Sioux Falls.
And that includes the Boys and Girls Club of the Sioux Empire, where many parents spent the day filling out applications to enroll their children for the few open slots that are available at the nonprofit.
This is just a sad day for our community that we're here, that another child care provider has had to close its doors.
CEO Stacy Jones expected all of the open slots at the Boys and Girls Clubs will be filled by the end of the day. You're going to meet one Sioux Falls mother who was lucky enough to get her daughter enrolled tonight on KELOLAND News at 5.
One of the co-leaders of an 8-month study on daycare says there are no simple solutions when it comes to the child care crisis in KELOLAND. Raina DeBoer says there were a few things that stood out for her when they came up with the final results of the study.
I think, there's a few things that really stand out. One is the amount of cascading effect that childcare has to a community, to a family, to a business. There's just so many moving parts to it, and it affects so many aspects of our lives.
She says keeping childcare affordable while paying competitive wages is a tough problem to solve. You can find out what she thinks can be done coming up on KELOLAND News at 6.
A Sioux Falls woman is in the Minnehaha County Jail facing kidnapping charges following yesterday's standoff at a home on South Holly Avenue. Authorities were attempting to arrest Summer Herman, who was wanted on other charges. She's also on active parole.
They heard a female upstairs saying that she had a gun and would not be leaving the house alive. Obviously, due to those statements, they became concerned. They started getting some more information, and they received information that there was another female and a small child upstairs with Summer.
Police say Herman eventually let the woman and child leave the home before turning herself in. Her criminal history includes stolen cars, drugs, and escape.
A food gem of the Black Hills is now just a pile of charred rubble. Late Wednesday, a fire broke out at Sugar Shack right near Deadwood. KELOLAND's Tyler Louder brings us our first look at the scene.
I'm out here on the land of the Sugar Shack where the remains of the building sit just outside of Deadwood and Silver City. And within 24 hours later, this is all that remains of this building of some people's favorite burger shop in the area.
Pumping water on the fire. We had a small grass fire caused by this one that they quickly put out so that didn't spread. Luckily, we did not have much wind, or that could have been another serious issue.
I'll provide more information on my full report, including those firefighters that helped out, coming up later at 5 o'clock. I'm Tyler Louder, KELOLAND News.
All right, thanks a lot, Tyler. Well, we know it's been dry out there, but finally, a little bit of moisture.
Yeah, crazy to see rain in December, Megan.
It really is odd to see this rain coming down for the middle of December. Sioux Falls got 0.04 of an inch of rain, so not much to beat the drought, but we do have another chance of very light rain and snow showers on the way overnight. Right now, 44 degrees in Sioux Falls, thick cloud cover, south winds at 5 miles an hour. We have sunshine in Rapid City, though, 42 degrees, a strong north wind now at 21. And here is a look at those temperatures. We have 44 in Yankton, 39 in Brookings and in Watertown, 35 in Mobridge, 39 in Phillip, and 46 degrees in Custer. Today's temperatures are at or just slightly above normal, but we have that strong north to northwest wind in central and western South Dakota, right now at 15 to 20 miles an hour, bringing in some slightly cooler air for today. Here is a look at the thick clouds in eastern KELOLAND that brought in those light rain showers earlier today. And those rain showers have moved into Minnesota. We are watching the next round moving in that could bring some snow into the forecast later on this evening and tonight, with a low near 32 Sioux Falls, 26 in Aberdeen, 27 in Pierre, and 20 in Rapid City. The very light rain and snow showers will come to an end early on tomorrow morning. 39 in Sioux Falls, 37 the high in Aberdeen, 41 in Pierre, and sunshine, and 49 in Rapid City. Then on Sunday, the clouds start breaking up, highs in the 40s with a stronger northwest wind picking up. We'll take a closer look at the timing for tonight's light rain and snow showers in just a little bit.
Thank you, Megan. This morning, Governor Noem filed her brief with the South Dakota Supreme Court regarding a request for an advisory opinion on legislative conflicts of interest. The legislature filed its brief earlier this week. The Attorney General's brief is expected later today. KELOLAND's Bob Mercer digs into the request and what prompted it. You can find it all in a series of reports on the Capitol News Bureau page.
Well, in our nation's capital, the Senate plans to keep working into the holiday break as several major issues are still unfinished. But with the House wrapped up for the year, can lawmakers get anything done? KELOLAND's Washington, D.C. correspondent Trevor Shirley reports.
And some of those big unresolved issues include a deal for border security and more Ukraine funding. The Senate returns to Washington Monday, hoping to hammer out a deal on border security and funding for Israel and Ukraine.
We're going to keep working. This is too important not to.
Republicans have tied any additional money for Ukraine to concessions from Democrats to secure the southern border.
The Senate cannot claim to address major national security challenges without a solution to the one we're facing on the southern border.
But even if the Senate reaches a deal next week, the House is already gone for the year, with no sign of coming back to vote on a national security package, which would include money for Israel and Ukraine.
They're heading home for the holidays, while Ukrainians are heading right back into the fight.
The White House says Ukraine funding will run out by the end of the year if Congress doesn't act.
They need our help, and they need it right now, not after the eggnog.
Some House members say they should still be working.
I'm fine with staying here and working through the holidays if need be, but we got to make sure that our priorities are the American people's priorities and not Washington, D.C.'s.
In all likelihood, congressional priorities like the national security bill won't end up getting a vote until sometime in January.
I mean, we're setting up a lot of work next year.
And some House Republicans say they'll only accept a border deal that includes a return to strict Trump-era immigration policies. Reporting in Washington, I'm Trevor Shirley.